Hello students, welcome back again in the lecture of Principle of Watershed Management as a part of study of course number 243 Watershed Management of MMSC Second Geography of Savitribai Phule Pune University Pune. I Dr. D.N. Pawar, Assistant Professor in Geography working at KSKW Arts, Science and Commerce College, Shidko, welcome you all once again. Friends, as per syllabi of Savitribai Phule Pune University, Pune, in the first unit of concept of watershed management, we had discussed about the definition of watershed, concept of watershed, watershed management concept. Now, today we'll discuss about the principle of watershed management. Now, what is the first principle of watershed management? The watershed is basic hydrological unit for management and development. Therefore, any time of management of watershed, political area should not consider. Geographical or geomorphological area should always consider for the management of watershed and development of watershed. The development of watershed includes all the area of watershed, means all geographical area which lies between the watershed boundary, that is from ridge line to its outlet, should be considered for the development purpose. The development of land, water and biome resources and its associated components is a major principle of watershed management. Integrated and interdisciplinary approach should be considered for the watershed management. It is another one principle. Then implementation of soil and water conservation for the systematic land use planning is another one principle of watershed management. On the basis of this, to maintain soil fertility or to increase the land productivity of a particular watershed, it is another one principle. To increase surface and groundwater resources or to manage this surface water resources and groundwater resources is another one principle. And on the basis of to decrease the soil erosion, to decrease the surface runoff and to reduce the sedimentation, these are also the major principles of watershed management. Friends, we had already discussed about the principle of watershed management is related to steps of watershed management. Once we trying to implement all these steps of watershed management, that time one by one principle should be need to discuss. Here, steps of watershed management are given. It includes to define the objective of watershed management, then to study and understand the watershed as a system, then selection of any particular watershed, then study of this watershed characteristics, linear, aerial and relief aspect, socio-economical aspect or watershed as a whole ecosystem, then collection of various database related to watershed, analysis, mapping and preparation of all collected database and information, preparation of watershed management planning report. On the basis of this, integrated watershed development program should be designed, and then on the basis of prioritization, preparation and components of watershed treatment plan, integrated watershed development plan, that is implementation of participatory integrated watershed development plan of with local people and local institution or non-governmental institution should be considered. And finally, to evaluate or to appraise the implementation policy of watershed management is also essential in the steps of watershed management. The first step of watershed management is define the major objective of watershed. If we consider the watershed management objective, here these sentences gives you idea. The first, economic development of villages comprises under watershed through the proper utilization of natural resources. So for this, land, water and soil resources or bioresources and its utilization should be proper. To mitigate the adverse effect of drought and prevent further ecological degradation, or to reduce different geo-environmental problems like drought, then flood, etc. Employment generation is also one objective of watershed management. While during the drought period, government start the scheme of soil and water conservation policies and to implement through a local gram panchayat of villages comprises under that watershed, and through that they start to generate the employment. But major objective should be watershed management. It is principle of watershed management. Then to encourage restoration of ecological balance in the watershed through sustainable community activity for potential natural resources. Then to use simply easy technology solution of watershed management to improve socio-economical condition of the resources poor section of watershed people. Here, this diagram taken from Integrated Watershed Management book, page number 34 from Rajesh Rajendra. It gives you the second major principle of watershed management to understand and study the watershed as a system. Because once we started the study of watershed management system, all these aspects should be considered. First, the watershed, its relief characteristics, soil or land characteristics, the population and natural resources use, which include vegetation, soil, water, then its infrastructure facility need to study, what are the services available in the watershed area for the people, community need to undertake, then climatological aspect is need to study, precipitation, sunshine, so what are the natural inputs, what are the technological input, that also need to understand. On the basis of this surface study and climatological aspect, surface runoff mapping and its statistics need to calculate. Then on the basis of this, different dams and reservoirs should be constructed in that watershed. Then considering technological inputs, different erosion should be decreased, agriculture, agroeconomy should be developed, which include different products, livestock, crops, forest area should be conserved, different other aspects should be also considered. And while reduce the erosion at the downstream, sedimentation is major issue, and to reduce sedimentation is one of the aspect of watershed development plan. And finally, irrigation, electricity, recreation on the basis of dams and water should be implemented. And all these system part is for what? Is for population requirements. Means for the local people's economical and social development should be considered. So for detailed analysis of any watershed, this complex system need to understand. Here, some major principle of watershed management have been shown. That is implementation of integrated watershed program policy. First, selection of watershed or villages comprises of under watershed. Then participation of local community, local institutions, etc. Then treatment and management plan for its implementation. Then integration of government scheme with this treatment and management plan. Then sustainable development of natural resources, accountability of implemented policy, evaluation and appraisal of implemented watershed development program, and on the basis of this appraisal program, success story should be prepared, it should be published and document for the further reference work. It is the part of principle of watershed management. Now, in the watershed management principle, the local people's participation is very essential. Not only local people's participation, but local institution, non-governmental institution, governmental institution, all these included under participatory approach, which include the interaction and participation of local residents, landowners, federal, state, municipal government officials, as well as watershed associations and other environmental and civic groups, local business and industry leaders, various agricultural users, developers, teachers, recreational users, all these stakeholders comes under the local participation of watershed. Once all these stakeholders participation increases in the watershed management, the watershed management program should be success. Here, the next principle of watershed management is shown. Preparation and components of watershed treatment plan. With the help of local people's participation, this treatment plan and its implementation is essential. The treatment plan of watershed includes the conservation measures of soil, water and vegetation. So, land use planning for land water resource conservation, agriculture management for land and water conservation, wasteland management, mechanical treatment for reducing surface runoff and to reduce soil loss, to reduce sedimentation, different erosion control measures, water conservation and harvesting sites. It includes drainage line treatment plan, groundwater recharge and management plan, development of agroforestry, nursery and horticulture. All these are the treatment plan of watershed or components of different treatment plan of watershed for conservation and development of land, water and vegetation resources. Thank you.